Hey guys, this is Killrob speaking. Today I do have a twofold update for you. And first of all, that is multiplayer. There are quite a few little changes which I wanted to show you, and I won't be playing anything, but I show you this screen instead. So not only can you choose between your scored stats, your hard limits, and your game time, but you can now also choose your countdown time, as well as different game modes. And what are these, you might ask? Well, there's normal mode, which you have already seen in the previous videos, but also we have added several hardcore modes. No failure is the easiest one of them. It just means that as soon as you build an engine which fails on stand, i.e. it hits 0 millimeters, or doesn't run at all because it's too rich or something, you are out of the game. You fail. So what you need to do is to be a bit more conservative in your designs and know what you're doing. Then we have probably the hardest of all modes. This is insane. It is, you have only one press of the test button. You need to design your engine, test that engine once, and that is your only chance you get. Didn't make it? Well, that's your problem. Then we have 3 test runs. That is the same thing as 1 test run, but, well, obviously, you have 3 tries instead. So you can make some changes after you failed the first time. And then the same thing goes for 5 test runs, and then there are combinations, because it doesn't make any sense to have 1 test run and no failure mode, because you fail anyway if you fail the first run. We have added 3 test runs and no failure, as well as 5 test runs and no failure. In game this looks the following. Wait, let's start it and wait out the 10 seconds. So it generates the stats. It's much more balanced now. We have changed a few things so that all scenarios are have a more equal difficulty, more even difficulty. So, what you see here now is there's a 5 on there. So you have 5 more tries. There's the time up there, as usual. And 5 more tries, it's a countdown. And if you have arrived at 0, you are stuck with your engine. Alright, that should basically explain everything, apart from saying that, yes, stats are now more balanced. If there is a difficult stat generated inside a range where it is allowed, then the next stat will be more easy, and vice versa. So you will end up in a more well-balanced scenario environment. So it's not anymore possible to like roll the dice and get 5 extremely difficult stats at once. That would be a bit too harsh, especially if you only have 60 seconds of time. To illustrate my second point for this video, I have built a little pushrod inline 4 engine in 1960, standard 2-liter engine, square, and using all shitty cast pistons, conrods, crank, and push rods, and cam profile, like average cam profile, low compression of course, because I'm using carbs, and disgusting fuel, and a very high rev limit, which should make you more observant. Standard casts, headers, a muffler at the end, a Scheisse muffler. And what do we have here? If we run the engine, you see something which you wouldn't see in your current build. And this is this nice effect that you get a drop off of your power curve towards the end of your rev range. Currently it's more like continuing, always continuing. So basically you always have your maximum power at the end of the rev range, which is not really realistic. And this is basically the last bugbear I had with the engine calculations. So now we got around to fixing this, and we did so by modifying the top end section of the game and the calculations connected to it, and the quality system. So now not only have we moved down the point of valve float, which gives this nice little drop off here towards lower RPM, but we've also tied it more to the head types and the amount of valves and the quality system. So if I now move up the quality by, say, 5, then this system will be able to rev a bit higher, as you can see here. But you still get this nice little peak. So it is much more balanced now between pistons and the head not giving you the highest RPM possible. So now you can basically rebuild every kind of engine you want more easily, because you get this nice little drop off. Thus you can control where you peak your power and where you peak your where you peak your torque before that. So yeah, that's it already. I'm really looking forward to having this new system balanced. We are currently doing some engine testing to make sure that it makes possible to recreate original engines in the game more easily. And this will be out in the next update, which is still quite a bit away, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay guys, have a good one. Cheers.